Many yeshivas will tell you that they teach their boys al pi darko, that they tailor the teaching to the specific needs of each boy. MBY truly does.
What stands out for me in MBY is the achdus. We're all one big yeshiva.
In MBY, there's incredible camaraderie between grades.
When everybody's in the base medrash, it makes such a great feeling. We're all there, we're there for the same purpose, we're all learning. The whole environment in the base medrash inspires you when you have a kol Torah that really pushes you to learn even more.
The atmosphere is electric. It's electric with learning. The bochrim are talking to each other, they're yelling at each other, they're excited about the learning, and I can't say this enough, they're happy to be there and to be doing what they're doing.
The learning environment at MBY is something which I find so special. It's something where all the Talmidim are able to ask each other questions. You're able to ask any Rebbe in the base medrash something which is difficult for you, and you can help out everybody else. It's a great learning environment for everybody.
What I think is really the most unique is the relationships that Rebbeim have with the Talmidim.
Our educational philosophy is very much based on the positive. We develop a relationship with that Bachar, talk to him, we give him the attention that he needs, give him the self-confidence that who he is matters, and we care about him and have his best interests in mind, and that very often is all a Bachar needs.
Coming at MBY, there's this unique advantage you have where your classmates and your friends are all from such different backgrounds across the scale, and yet you're put together in this environment where your rebbeim and learning are really unmatched.
MBY is a different level. The rebbeim are here to help you. They give you the confidence to learn by yourself.
They care about the individual growth that a person has, and they want to build a connection with the Talmud and with the Rebbe.
All of the kids in the school, they're all friends with each other. It doesn't matter if you're a senior or a freshman. No matter what, every single person seemed like they wanted to be here and they liked being here and they wanted to be with each other.
The rebbeim aren't just teaching you. You have a connection with them and you're able to talk to them about anything.
I will always consider the rebbeim of MBY to be my rebbeim. I've been in touch frequently with my 12th grade Rebbe, Reb David Tendler. He helped guide me to my yeshivas years after I left high school. And he always visited us in Eretz Yisrael, giving us guidance in our decisions.
It's important to have somebody who's kind of been through it, who can teach you and hold your hand and guide you. And I feel like many of my rebbeim in MBY, they're still there for me. For me personally, it's a real asset as I go through life.
One of the highlights of being a Rebbe here is watching the Bachrim as they come in, especially as Menahel. I have my eyes on the 9th graders and the 10th graders and watching that process of them growing.
My ability to learn on my own has grown tremendously, and that's because of the way MBY has taught me.
The rebbeim make the learning very exciting and geschmack, and they make learning fun.
When I came in 9th grade, I could read and translate Gemara. As I've progressed through the grades, I can do it much better.
From day one, we saw that it wasn't just teaching raw material, but there was a mahalach in everything the yeshiva does. Everything's thought out. Everything is part of an overall plan to build the boys up into real people. So we sensed that plan right away. We sensed that the mahalach even before he started. When we started getting correspondence from yeshiva, we just got a sense immediately that everything has a purpose, everything's thought out.
I have a grandson who learned there and who was developed there and did very, very well, Kedain Hara. He had wonderful rebbeim, had a great Rosh Yeshiva, people who were interested in his development, people who were interested in seeing to it that he would be able to reach his potential. He grew tremendously, and he's now, Kedain Hara, a fine Talmid Chacham.
When it came time for me to send my Bachram to yeshiva, it was a no-brainer. I knew that they would be in good hands. Mesivta, Birkas, Yitzchok, the Rosh Yeshiva, the rebbeim, the staff, they would be well cared for.
important for the Bachrim in the yeshiva to have a strong Limudei Chol background in order to enable them to make decisions later in life.
The goal is to produce B'nai Torah. And for the high school Talmidim to know that being a Ben Torah is not necessarily intertwined with deciding that they're going to be a Rebbe or they're going to be a Rav. What a graduate of MBY knows that how he will eventually decide to support his family has no bearing whatsoever on the quality of Ben Torah that he should be.
I really feel that MBY not only prepares you to be a Rebbe, let's say, or to learn in Kola, but they also prepare you to go into the secular world. They give you a serious education to really do any job, anything that you want.
In 2020, I had the opportunity for the Beis Medrash to come to me. COVID had hit, my boys gathered together, and I got to see firsthand how far they had come. The ability to learn in depth, the hasmada, the ability to times ignore the world around them and just concentrate on the learning together. I attribute that all to the foundation that they got from MBY.
I think when people graduate MBY, they end up with like a good secular studies, but at the same time are a Ben Torah and are able to either go into the route of being a rabbi or kollel or anything, and at the same time they can go and be in the business world and do anything that they want to achieve.
I am very grateful for sure to have been a part of MBY. Very thankful that I had MBY as my high school experience, and I'm very, very blessed and grateful to have the Hanhala, the Rebbeim, and just the whole Avira of MBY still a part of my life.
Neither of my boys, I would say, would be able to lane up a Gemara when they left junior high. They had interest in learning, they wanted to come to MBY, so obviously there was something there, and they did have a good background, but where they're holding now, it's surprising that they're the same kids. I mean, my older son has given chaburas in yeshiva, when we sit down to learn, I'm the Talmid, he's the Rebbe. I mean, that's what it is. To me, that's astounding and a real testament to the yeshiva and the kind of, Avos Torah that they've helped foster.
I have this vision, it's a dream, and it's the dream that's coming true. That somebody's going to walk into a shul and they'll say, you see those two people? They're both MBY graduates. One's a Rebbe here and the other one's a doctor. And the person will say, which one is which? Because they shouldn't be noticeable. We have alumni who are Rebbeim, we have alumni learning in Kollel. Proud to say that the vast majority of our alumni, whether in business, whether they're going to school for a profession, they are strong B'nai Torah and they identify as being part of the Torah world.